Hello everyone. So today's topic is discrete time Fourier series. आज हम लोग एक नए टॉपिक पर डिस्कशन करने वाले हैं, that is a discrete time Fourier series. See, this is a part of chapter that is Fourier series, as we have already discussed in one of our previous video that there are two Fourier series parts. One is your continuous time Fourier series and the second part is your discrete time Fourier series. So we have covered ample questions under the continuous time Fourier series. Now we will discuss about discrete time Fourier series. See, what is discrete time Fourier series? It is nothing but a Fourier series of discrete time periodic signal x of n. Now this this n is nothing but your discrete time. So now the signal is in the form of discrete. Okay, so let's see what is the discrete time Fourier series representation of x of n. It is represented as summation k from 0 to n minus 1 c subscript k e raised to power j omega naught k n. In your books, it is this omega naught is given as 2 pi k by n. Okay, so don't be confused with this omega naught. It is nothing but 2 pi by n. Okay, so to make it simple, I have mentioned here omega naught. If you compare with the continuous time Fourier series, again at that time there it was like e raised to power j n omega naught t. So like similarly here we have mentioned e raised to power j omega naught k n. Okay, so this is your x of, so this x of n can be represented in this form. Now where this c subscript k is nothing but the Fourier coefficient, so that can be calculated by taking summation of these two products, x of n product with e raised to power minus j omega naught k n, and then the summation limit is from 0 to n minus 1, and then here it is this upper limit minus lower limit result is here. Okay, so n minus 1 and this 0, it becomes your total n. So how many samples are there from 0 to n minus 1? Total n number of samples are there, so that much sample is mentioned here. Okay, so this is our, these two formulas is going to help us to deal with the numericals of discrete time Fourier series. Now let's see with example. Now let us discuss with example what exactly the discrete time Fourier series is. So here in this example it is mentioned that we have to determine the Fourier series coefficient. So we have to determine Fourier series coefficient, that is c subscript k, for the following discrete time signals with a fundamental time period n equals to 6. Okay, so these two examples, these two discrete time signals are given here. One by one we have to find their Fourier series coefficient. Okay, so this is x of n, it means this is a discrete time signal. This is y of n, again it is a discrete time signal. So in examination you have to first make it sure, you have to make sure that the given numerical is for continuous time Fourier series or for discrete time Fourier series. So you can easily determine it with the help of this n. Okay, so if it is x of n, it means it is a discrete time signal, and if it is x of t or y of t, it means it is for continuous time signal. Okay, now let us start with the solution of the first part. So solution of first part, that is x of n 1 plus cos 2 pi n by 6. Okay, see, if you look at this part cos 2 pi by 6 n, so from this part we can decide what is the omega naught value. So here generally the standard form is cos omega naught n. Okay, for cosine or sinusoidal function. So by comparing this with this part, omega naught is 2 pi by 6. So omega naught is 2 pi by 6. It is clear here. So like this you have to find omega naught value from the given function. Now as we have calculated omega naught equals to 2 pi by 6, now next part is, see, to find the Fourier coefficient for the discrete time Fourier series, always try to express this cosine or sinusoidal function in the terms of exponential function, because in this x of n, as you can see here, this is in the terms of exponential. So it would be better if you express this cos function in the form of exponential function. So how to express it? See, we have a mathematical relation between cos and exponential, and that is cos theta can be expressed as e raised to power j theta plus e raised to power minus j theta divided by 2, and whenever sin theta is required, so as we know this formula already, e raised to power j theta minus e raised to power minus j theta divided by 2j. So these two identities will be of very helpful to express the given cos into the exponential or given sine into the exponential function. In this particular numerical we have to express cos, so we will use this part. In maybe in another numerical, okay, in this particular part there is a sine, so we will use this part. So at this stage we are going to use this much relation for the cos theta. So by next step, express the given x of n in the terms of exponential by using this relation. So here this complete part is your theta, cos theta. So at the place of theta I will place here like this, e raised to power j, and this complete part is your theta, so 2 pi n by 6 plus e raised to power minus j 2 pi n by 6, so e raised to power j theta plus e raised to power minus j theta, and then divided by 2. So e raised to power j 2 pi by 6 n, then half e raised to power minus j 2 pi n by 6. So this way we have represented our x of n. Okay, now this x of n is represented in the form of exponential. Now let's see how to find the Fourier coefficient of the discrete time signal. Okay, now since as we know x of n is expressed as summation n k equals to 0 to n minus 1, k equals to 0 to n minus 1, c subscript k e raised to power j omega naught k n. Okay, so let us try to expand this one also, but before that put the value of n here. So see here in this numerical already n is given 6, so the time period is 6. So you can write here like 0 to 6 minus 1, that is 0 to 5. Okay, but see here this formula is not like that if it is only for a positive, but it can also consider negative value also. So we can write this formula for negative as well as for positive also. In this part we have mentioned only for the positive, that is from 0 to n minus 1. Okay, so here k value may be from negative to positive also. So anyhow you have to total the range should be 6 only. Okay, so you can write it in another form like this. Suppose I think this step will be more clear to you. Suppose we are writing k equals to minus 2 to 3. So how much is total value from minus 2 to 3? That is 6. Okay, how? See, minus 2, minus 1, starting from minus 2. Let's count minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. So total number of sequence is 6. So n is what? This n is what exactly? This is the number of sequence. Okay, so total number of samples should be 6. So in this particular range, total number of sample is 6. Now you can say, sir, I can express this like from -3 to 2 also. Yes, that is also correct, but there is a trick here while writing this limits, and that trick is, before writing this limit, just have a look over this x of n that you have written from this part. Okay, from the given numerical. Okay, just check here that here this part is what? Omega. Okay, this part is omega. Already we have defined omega is 2 pi by 6. So this is omega naught, this is again omega naught, but here minus sign is there, here plus sign is there. It means what? K is k value. This k value is from negative to positive. Okay, so that's why we are here taking the limits of k from some negative value to the some positive value, and in overall it should be as per the given time period, which is 6 here. So this limit should be 6. Okay, now place here the rest part, that is c k e raised to power j omega naught k n. Now expand this one. How to expand it? Let us see here how to expand it. Now let's put the value of k from -2. So you can write here c -2. At the place of k we are writing here k value, that is -2 e raised to power j omega naught and then -2 n plus the next limit is -2 we have started with. -2 के बाद क्या आएगा? -1 आएगा. So -1 यहाँ लिखेंगे e raised to power. So, okay, I'm here minus will be there, so I'm writing it directly here minus j omega naught n plus next क्या आएगा? -2 हो गया, -1 हो गया, then we have 0. So c subscript 0 e raised to power j and 0 into something is now 0, completely 0. So e raised to power j 0 plus the next is 1. So c subscript 1 e raised to power, here it is j, so j omega naught, k value is 1 and then n plus up to what we have to write this expansion? Up to 3. Okay, so 1 is there. Now c, this value is 2, so c k value is 2 e raised to power j. Now this is omega k, so k directly I'm writing first k value, then omega naught n like this. Then we have c 3 e raised to power j 3 omega naught n. So this way we have expanded this summation sign from -2 to 3. Okay, now this is what, this is your as per the formula. So we have just simply we have expanded the formula. Now let us compare this part with this x of n part. If you will compare these two part, you will get the value of c -2, c -1, c0, c1, c2, c3. So these values are nothing but the Fourier coefficient. What is c subscript -2? This is your Fourier coefficient. So in this particular question, it is asked to find the Fourier series coefficient. So this way we can find the Fourier coefficient. तो इस तरीके से हम लोग Fourier coefficient फाइंड कर सकते हैं. हम लोगों को क्या करना है? पहले जो हमारा x of n दिया हुआ है, उस x of n को एक्सपोनेंशियल के फॉर्म में इसको रिप्रेजेंट करना है. सो दिस cos थीटा कैन बी expressed like this in the form exponential, and then we have simplified it and arranged in this form. Okay, so this is our x of n, given x of n. Now we have this formula for the discrete time Fourier series. So we have again here एक्सपांडेड दिस फॉर्मूला लाइक दिस, एंड एट द एंड हम लोग क्या करेंगे, इसको और इस वाले पार्ट को कंपेयर करके ये फूरियर कोएफिशिएंट्स वैल्यू को फाइंड आउट कर लेंगे। ओके, तो देखते हैं कि क्या मिलता है वैल्यू हमें। ओके, नाउ लेट अस कंपेयर हाउ मेनी पार्ट्स आर हियर इन दिस द गिवन पार्ट, 1 2 3। ओके, ओनली 3 पार्ट्स आर देयर। ओके, नाउ इफ यू कंपेयर दिस वन, सो दिस इज, ये कैसा है, कांस्टेंट है। तो इस पूरे में देखो कि कौन सा कांस्टेंट पार्ट है। ये एक्सपोनेंशियल के फॉर्म में है, ये भी एक्सपोनेंशियल है, ये वाला पार्ट कांस्टेंट है। कैसे, e का पावर j0, मतलब ये पूरा का पूरा क्या होने वाला है, 1 होने वाला है। तो ये c सबस्क्रिप्ट 0 is nothing but 1. So by comparing these two equation, we obtained what, c0 equals to 1. Now let us compare from this to this. Okay, so यहाँ पे 3 है, तो हम लोग क्या करें, सॉरी यहाँ पे, तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे, यहाँ से पहले टर्म्स लेंगे, फिर से कंपेयर करेंगे। सो द सेकेंड टर्म इज नाउ ई रेज टू पावर j ओमेगा n। तो यहाँ पर देखो कि कहाँ पर ऐसा सिमिलर एक्सपोनेंशियल है। सो दिस इज +1, सो ई रेज टू पावर j ओमेगा नॉट n। So this omega naught is nothing but 2 pi by 6. Okay, here it is omega naught. So this part, ये वाला पार्ट और ये वाला पार्ट सिमिलर है। सो ये जो हमारा टर्म है कांस्टेंट का, और ये हमें यहाँ से क्या मिलेगा, c सबस्क्रिप्ट 1 की वैल्यू, दैट इज हाफ। गेटिंग? नाउ सिमिलरली कंपेयर दिस पार्ट विद दिस पार्ट। हियर इट इज e रेज टू पावर माइनस j ओमेगा n। तो जस्ट चेक करो कि कहाँ पर एक्सपोनेंशियल का पावर नेगेटिव में है। ये भी नेगेटिव है, ये भी नेगेटिव है, बट यहाँ पर 2 वैल्यू है, और यहाँ पर 1 ओमेगा नॉट है। सो हियर इट इज अगेन, दिस इज व्हाट योर ओमेगा नॉट n। सो दिस इज योर, दिस पार्ट इज common with this part. Okay, so this is what c subscript -1, and that equals to again half. So this is half. So we have obtained 3 coefficients, that is c0, c1 and c -1, and rest will be what, rest क्या हो जाएंगे, चूंकि यहाँ कोई टर्म्स अवेलेबल नहीं है, इट मीन्स व्हाट, वो टर्म 0 है, तो बाकी क्या हो जाएंगे, c -2 0, c2 is 0, and c3 is 0. So this is our answer. So these are nothing but the Fourier coefficient for the given discrete time signal. I hope आपको समझ में आया होगा। अभी हम लोग नेक्स्ट जो पार्ट है y of n, इसको वापस से डिस्कस करेंगे तो हमारा और ये क्लियर हो जाएगा। So let us discuss the second part, that is y of n equals to sin 2 pi n by 6 plus pi by 4. Okay, so the second part is y of n equals to sin 2 pi n by 6 plus pi by 4। अगर इसको किसी स्टैंडर्ड सिग्नल से कंपेयर करें, standard equation of sinusoidal function is given by sin omega naught n plus phi. So this is our phase, this is our angular frequency. So अगर आप इसको इससे कंपेयर करेंगे तो हमें phi मिलता है पाई बाय 4 और ओमेगा नॉट मिलेगा 2 पाई बाय 6। सो बाय कंपेयरिंग हियर व्हाट वी हैव ऑब्टेन्ड, ओमेगा नॉट इक्वल्स टू 2 पाई बाय 6 and the phase angle is how much, pi by 4, right? Now as we have seen in the first part of the numerical, that to find the Fourier coefficient always try to express the sinusoidal function or the cosinusoidal function in the terms of exponential। हम लोग क्या करेंगे हर बार, या तो साइनसॉइडल फंक्शन हो या फिर कोसाइन फंक्शन हो, इन दोनों को भी हम एक्सपोनेंशियल फंक्शन के टर्म्स में रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे। ओके, देन हम उसको कंपेयर करेंगे। सो नाउ लेट अस रिप्रेजेंट इट। in the terms of exponential. So what is the formula of sine theta? The formula of sine theta is e raised to power j theta minus e raised to power minus j theta and divided by 2j. Okay, so this, by using this relation, we will try to represent this sine function. Okay, so this is sine completely theta, so this complete part is your theta. So e raised to power j in bracket 2 pi n plus pi by 4. So this is e j theta plus e raised to power minus j in bracket 2 pi n by 6 plus pi by 4 and whole divided by 2j. Okay, so this way we have represented the given y of n in the terms of exponential. Now to proceed, before that, let us simplify this part. Okay, so how to simplify it? So here 1 upon 2j, to make it simpler, I will try to put ओमेगा नॉट एट द प्लेस ऑफ 2 पाई/6. हम लोग क्या करते हैं, 2 पाई/6 की जहाँ जहाँ 2 पाई/6 है उसको हम लोग ओमेगा नॉट पुट करते हैं, ठीक है, और लास्ट में फिर हम लोग देखते हैं कंपेयर करके क्या हमें रिजल्ट आता है. सो राइट नाउ 1 अपॉन 2j इन ब्रैकेट e raised to power j omega naught n. Since it is plus sign here, so we can split it into two parts, e raised to power j omega naught n and e raised to power j pi by 4. Is it right? Yes. बेस से में तो पावर ऐड हो जाएगा, सो यहाँ पावर ऐड है ऑलरेडी, तो हमने इसको स्प्लिट कर दिया है, ठीक है. सो 1 अपॉन 2j इन ब्रैकेट द फर्स्ट पार्ट. नाउ द प्लस 1 अपॉन 2j. Similarly, we can also express this part, e raised to power minus j omega naught n. At the place of 2 pi/6 I am placing here omega naught. Okay, so next e raised to power minus j pi by 4. So first part and the second part. Okay, now let's write one more step. This is a constant e raised to power j pi by 4, so e raised to power j pi by 4 divided by 2j, and here it is e raised to power j omega naught n plus e raised to power minus j pi by 4 divided by 2j, and then e raised to power minus j omega naught n. So this way we have simplified the y of n and represented in the terms of exponential. Okay, so this is a constant part, these parts are constants. Now again write down the formula of discrete time Fourier series, and that is x of n. In the terms of x of n, since this numerical is given as y of n, so we will write here like y of n, no issue. So y of n equals to summation k equals to 0 to n minus 1, and then c subscript k e raised to power j omega naught kn. So this is our simpler or straightforward formula to find or to express a given periodic signal in the form of discrete time Fourier series. Now, as what we have done in the last part, the first part, similarly we will again here expand this one. Okay, so you can here expand it from 0 to 5 also, or as we have discussed earlier, similarly we will try to put here k equals to suppose minus 2 to 3 again here. Okay, so expand it. C subscript minus 2 e raised to power minus j 2 omega naught n at the place of k minus 2. So this minus 2 is at the place of k. Now C minus 1 e raised to power minus j omega naught n, because k value is minus 1, so minus 1. Then c 0 e raised to power j 0. Okay, so omega naught n, anyhow it's going to be 0 and overall value going to be 1. So that we will write by the next step. C1 e raised to power j ओमेगा नॉट n, बिकॉज k की वैल्यू हम लोगों ने यहाँ पर 1 प्लेस कर दी है, प्लस C2 e raised to power j, k value is now 2, so omega 2 into omega naught n, plus C3 e raised to power j 3 omega naught n. So up to 3 we have expanded it. Okay, now let us compare again this part with this part. Okay, so the first part is e raised to power plus j omega naught n. So check यहाँ पे कहाँ पे e raised to power plus j omega naught, यहाँ पे. So इसका ये part क्या है, constant C1, and that C1 is nothing but this part. So by comparing these two equations, we obtained what obtained we obtained the Fourier coefficient, and that is C1 equals to e raised to power j pi by 4 divided by 2j. And the next part is this part, e raised to power minus j omega naught n. तो ये e raised to power minus j omega naught n कहाँ है इसमें पूरे एक्सपेंशन में, ये वाला पार्ट है. तो c सबस्क्रिप्ट minus 1 is nothing but this complete part. Okay, so similarly c subscript minus 1 is e raised to power minus j pi by 4 divided by 2j. और ये दो के यहाँ पे देखो हमारे इस y of n में सिर्फ दो पार्ट्स ही हैं. इट मीन्स व्हाट, करस्पॉन्डिंग कोएफिशिएंट्स विल बी 2 ओनली एंड रेस्ट विल बी 0. टोटल 6 होने चाहिए, बिकॉज हमारा जो n की वैल्यू है, जो टाइम पीरियड की वैल्यू है वो 6 दी हुई है. तो c माइनस 2 से लेकर c प्लस 3 तक. सो इन बिटवीन वी हैव कैलकुलेटेड c माइनस 1 एंड c1 एंड रेस्ट विल बी 0. Right, so this way we have obtained the Fourier coefficient of the given discrete time signal. तो आई होप कि आपको ये न्यूमेरिकल समझ में आया होगा, आपको प्रोसीजर समझ में आया होगा, स्टेप बाय स्टेप क्या करना है. बहुत ही सिंपल है, क्लियर कट है. आपको फंक्शन दिया रहेगा, सपोज ये फंक्शन दिया हुआ है, आपको क्या करना है, इसको एक्सपोनेंशियल फॉर्म में रिप्रेजेंट कर देना है, थोड़ा सिंप्लीफाई करना है इसको, एंड देन आपको फिर से आपके डिस्क्रीट टाइम फूरियर सीरीज के फॉर्मूला को लिखना है और उसको फिर से उसको भी एक्सपैंड करना है. अब एक्सपैंड कहाँ से कहाँ होगा, कितने टर्म्स आएंगे, ये कौन डिसाइड करेगा, आपका n का वैल्यू, कैपिटल N की वैल्यू आपको डिसाइड करेगी कि वो कितने टर्म्स आएंगे. ओके, एंड देन आफ्टर आपके जो एक्चुअल सिग्नल जो दिया हुआ था न्यूमेरिकल में, उसके एक्सपांशन से इस वाले पार्ट को कंपेयर करना है वन बाय वन. ओके, सो लाइक दिस वी कंपेयर्ड, वी सर्च्ड फॉर दिस सिमिलर पार्ट इन दिस आल्सो, वी ऑब्टेन्ड हियर, एंड देन जो भी हमें कांस्टेंट पार्ट मिला है यही हमारा रिजल्ट है. सो दिस आर नथिंग बट योर Fourier coefficient. So this way we can solve one type of numerical of discrete time Fourier series. Okay, I will come up with some more numericals by next video. Till then, keep revising this numerical. Okay, thank you.